Well, let's get a sound check. Make sure it's all working. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. And it's working just fine. Okay, now we just need to be able to get into the thing. Ah, it's a beautiful picture from the moon. Beautiful picture from the moon. Okay, sorry about taking a little bit longer than I intended. At lunch, real life keeps interfering with gaming, man. I mean, come on, what the heck? So we'll interfere on Wednesday as well.
Ah, so you've returned. Oh, I hope everyone else is accounted for. Sustenance is essential for us celebrates, although I suppose people are the same.
Yeah, generally.
In any case, we expend a lot of efforts in raising a whole variety of carrots. Carrots of happiness are new cultivars that are particularly comforting, though. Well, it seems almost silly to have our workers consume so many carrots just to produce more carrots. But that's a problem that can be solved with even more carrots. No need to worry about the details. I'll figure out the figures just as soon as... What were we talking about?
All right. Aether check. Okay, so Garlemald, I just need to go find all of the things that I can find Garlemald, which would be very useful given, you know, everything there. Mare Lemanorum. Mare Lementorum. All right.
Wait, watching me. You're back. Please tell us you found the carrots.
Oh yeah, here they go.
That inspection incomplete. I suppose I never would have suspected. It's supposed to have those farm carrots, not eat them. I thought the technician said something about enhancing its code with a love for carrots to increase work efficiency. But to go so far as to steal carrots for itself? I think we now love them a little too much. Alas, those poor carrots. But at least we know what became of them and how to prevent this from happening again. Thank you again for your assistance.
Anything. All right. Here we go. All right. Let's see. Hopping away. What's up?
Oh, it's you. You're here. This can only mean you have a crystal for me. Yep, here's a wind crystal. Yes, that's the one I need. Thank you.
Excellent. I'm glad I could help. And they head down here. Yeah. Found the four missions? Really? I had way more than that.
You're back. I'll take everything went according to plan. The Mare Lematorum is safe another day. This part of it, anyway. Though there's one thing I still wish the crystals could provide for us. Rain. Oh, I long to see the shimmering raindrops that fall so freely on the terrace. It's my dream to one day expand the capabilities of the rainbow crystals, so we can do just that. Who knows? Perhaps we'll need the parasol next time you visit. But until then, I promise we'll keep the moon in tip-top condition. We do live here, after all.
That makes sense. Freaking earring copper. Back to Philological. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't need any more earrings for that for at least a while. All right. Pull the best with barrel, and then, I mean, there shouldn't be much else. Go look at their nice little forest they built for us. Rifle of a report.
Now, tell me what you think. I'm confident the children will like it, and it cuts back on equipment costs as well. I see no downsides. So, I want to hear your honest opinion. How was it?
Actually, kind of boring, if I'm being really honest.
Oh, I see. Well, I appreciate your honesty. Looks like it's back to the drawing board for me. Thank you for taking the time to play with me. If I come up with a new game, I'll be sure to ask your expert opinion.
That's my teleporter. Not that one, huh? Is there a way to teleport up? Because only being able to teleport down seems kind of silly, but with there being a shortcut. Just jumping to your death. Upper barrels. Alright. Let's see here. We're on the opposite side of this upper level we're needing to be on. Well, it's the mission to level up the stage. I'll get around to it eventually. Clean, clean, clean. Kitty must clean.
How are we supposed to decide everything when we don't even know what the base of alterations is on?
I can help.
Oh, you must be the model. Then I see. You really are like a baby carrot. Perhaps an explanation is in order. You see, we'd like you to help us redefine the style of clothing we create. We believe comfort and familiarity are keys to accommodating the peoples of Atheros, which is why we thought masks and all-purpose robes would suffice. When living way comes the fashion trends of Atheros are far removed from what we have been anticipating, I was incredulous. But meeting you made me everything painfully clear. Indeed, I can see how our plans won't do. Your garments are so vibrant and unique.
Let's see. Robe and mask. That's exactly what I have on.
We still need a little final adjustments you would make. So, would you please stay a while?
Sure.
Thank you. Now be a dear and strike a pose for me, would you? I want to get an idea of how the fabric moves with you.
Oh, sure. I can pose.
Yes, just like that. I see. May I ask why you chose to wear this outfit?
It's practical. It's the most functional thing I've got.
Oh, so it's not only form that appeals to you, but function as well. A practical choice as opposed to fuel to take to the battlefield. Might I see your battle sense next? If the people of Atheros have need to fight, I'd love to be certain that close strike fear in the hearts of their enemies.
Sure, I can do it. Battle stance.
Oh yes, I believe I have a solid grasp where the designs were lacking before. Truly, I never realized that one's choice of attire could make such an impression. Well, that ensemble quite befits your personality, I must say.
You think so?
It means we can't just throw away the same garb on everyone. You're saying you have, oh yes, varieties of spice of life. You've given me so many new ideas. I can hardly wait to get started. In fact, I cannot wait at all. Off I go. Right then, would you care to follow me back to the station?
Sure. Okay.
Freedom!
Shortcuts are right back.
I do believe that we now have a much better idea of what we should be making, and the necessary alterations to prove little trouble. Just you wait, someday soon the people over there will be clamoring for the latest fashion from Best Ways Borrow. Assuming I get back to work, that is. Thank you so much for your help.
Sure. Okay, back upstairs we go. Before we do, let's make sure there's nothing useful I can get. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can't, but I'm gonna check just to make sure. Where's our thin on the ground? But I won't consider you. I won't stop you from perusing. I encourage it, in fact.
So, yeah. Well, they're thin on the ground, but I won't stop you from perusing. I'll encourage it, in fact. You know, I'm considering developing some more specialty products, but with Maryland Matorum in its current state, that may not happen for some time.
All right. Let's see, what's next? Let's teleport up.
The upper burrows. Let's go.
All right, let's see. And going upstairs is not something I needed to do. Oh well. Important message learned. Important lesson learned. That's what I mean to say. Allsvale at Ennsvale. Alright, so this is supposed to be the greatest Ennsvale, which is some kind of forest. Okay, well, I mean, I appreciate the intent.
Oh dear, a swarm of dynamite has drifted inside my burrow. We must help get rid of them before they blow this place to smithereens.
Yeah, I can handle it, I think. I wish they weren't all affecting me in this. What's this? Alright. Awesome sauce.
You got it. There's no more for us. Oh, how about you? I hope you were adventure.
Not as much as you might expect. These trees are... The thought is appreciated, but the execution... I think this is liable to make us more sorry that we can't be at the real trees than any kind of general happiness.
So, what do you think of the forest? Isn't it positively pleasant? Simply sublime?
I couldn't see the forest or the trees.
You're pulling my tail. You're in the forest right now. Building this place was a challenge. Let me tell you, since we were born here, we've never seen trees in person before, let alone a forest. Information sent to our collectors was quite enlightening, but after much deliberation, we decided to use crystalline constructs in place of living trees. And thanks to our atmospheric circulation system, this place produces air as clean as you'll find in any forest near the Earth. The fountain here, behind us, powered by a rather large crystal adorning its top, plays a vital role in supplying us with fresh water. Much time and effort was spent making the most spherical of spheres, and I dare say the unparalleled roundness speaks for itself.
Oh, yes, it is very round.
I enjoy nothing more than a nice long stretch and a spot of relaxation when I come up here. You look like you'll use a stretch too, to be honest.
Stretch, huh? All right. I'll do it for you. Here, is that better?
Oh, that's the spirit. I feel more relaxed simply watching you. As I've more many years been building this place. It's not too much to ask. It's always been a dream of mine to take a walk through this forest just coming from a terrace. Could we maybe?
Yeah, sure, let's go.
You will? You can still make quivering whispers.
Growing Way is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave Growing Way behind by entering a different area, or by speaking with him and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to have Growing Way accompany you again, return and speak with him at the original location.
Alright, what am I looking for here? They're kind of tree-shaped almost.
I was thinking, Piotr, I could be more helpful to you by teaching you a little about the moon and what it is we do. When we were first created, the moon's sole purpose was to hold zodiac. There was absolutely nothing to be found here. Eventually, Hyland gave us our task: furnish the moon with propulsion systems capable of facilitating travel to other stars. It sounds impressive, and I suppose in some respects it is. It was only possible thanks to all the knowledge Hyland shared with us. We also had a lot of time to get it done. 6,000 years, give or take. But anyway, let's keep going.
It's important to have an idea of what is sustainable. Like a rainbow crystal's beautiful. Looks like the one from the first world that I visited. What do you think, sir? Shaggy Stout? I can taste a rainbow, or crystal.
What? No, I'm not sure what it is to do with crystals on Theros, but we don't eat them, and certainly not this one. It's possessed of all 6 elements: wind, lightning, earth, fire, ice, water. We use crystals like these to maintain the moon's elemental equilibrium. It's worth mentioning, though, that because of Hyland's influence, being the embodiment of tranquility and stasis and all, manipulating the elements here is difficult. It's different than it might be in the Aetheris. Conjuring a fire would sooner dry your clothes than singe them. For example. Put simply, the Aether conditions are ill-suited to growth, which is why the surface is mostly barren. Of course, this is all necessary to keep the raging energies of Zodiac in check.
Also happens to be exactly what Hyland is good at.
This may come as a surprise, but we didn't begin building the habitable areas until after the propulsion systems were ready. Considering how long it took, I wish we'd started sooner. Who would have thought we'd need 4,000 years to make all of this?
It certainly wasn't work you rush.
Well, it certainly wasn't work you dare rush either. We had to create infrastructure and countless supporting systems, some of which wouldn't be operational until hundreds of years later. And that was the brief period where our productivity came to a screeching halt, when that bizarre red satellite was sent up within Aetherius. Theologan's mischief, I think. We thought maybe that there was some new nefarious actor was colluding with Zodiac. All we could do was stand by and brace ourselves for the worst. I can't tell you how relieved we were when Hyland informed us of its destruction. Oh yes, there was much joyous humming that day.
Is it just the crystal? Yeah, it is.
So, did you notice anything peculiar about the treetops? I mean, apart from the fact they're massive crystals and not trees.
I mean, they're glowing.
I'll give you a hint. It's the golden rings emanating from the glowing spheres. Sorry, I just said it. Along with the device fixed near the ceiling, they fulfill a role similar to our sun. Do so even better, even. The sun and the similar celestial objects is a great expanse radiate energy which is harmful to our bodies. These rings shield you from that energy, while allowing you to bathe in the perfect amount of sunlight, or rather a close approximation of it. Pretty impressive, wouldn't you say? Oh, if you look closely, you'll see different types of trees have ever so slightly different curvature. Yes, indeed, this forest truly is the greatest. Yes, indeed, this forest truly is the greatest.
There we go. It's tough because the voice I'm using for these creatures is so close to the voice I use for Peter.
There's something else I wanted to tell you about. Oh, all right. The propulsion systems and habitat facilities were completed around 2,000 years ago, and without the most important features were fit for purpose. Which was all well and good, except we still knew absolutely nothing about the present-day people of Atheros. Why not go visit Atheros yourself, you might ask? Well, that's strictly forbidden. Our technology or knowledge of the moon's true purpose exploited for evil ends, the results could be disastrous.
You don't say. I'm sure that won't come back to haunt us.
Now that a few more rejoinings, and it became increasingly difficult to converse with Hyde. Fearful we might lose the ability to communicate with her altogether, we beseeched her to find people in Atheros who could trust for help. We were quite fortunate everything worked out as it did.
So you say. You know, I think I want to go ahead and check out over here. Sorry, I'll continue my leisurely walk through the forest in a minute. First, I have to deal with these defective caretakers.
Well, that time is just fine. Thank you very much.
Feel free to help at all. Growing, if you ever just feel the need. Just, if the moment strikes you, just hop right on in.
Another forlorn maiden in the battlefield.
Should have made that the new starting point, but we're fine. Such beautiful music. Hey, level up. Let's see him. Didn't take out the Forlorn Maiden, though. Okay. Gotta back to Growing Way. Where the heck he is. Greatest Endsvale. The architects in this district envisioned an ideal forest, a place where the new residents of the moon could sit and wander amidst a boreal splendor. The fact that it resembles a forest is only the most abstract sense of the word, detracts somewhat from the intended effect. Well, it's the thought that counts. That's pretty much it. And, well... Okay. Where the heck is this guy? Growing Way, where are you? Good news is we're finding Aether Currents. Oh, Growing Way, you're here. Alright, well, I was worried about nothing then. Somehow I picked you up again? You know what? I'm not going to ask it too much. I'm not going to ask too many questions about it. We're good. Hey, Growing Way.
with the exception of routine inspections and maintenance, we remained asleep and waited, hopeful Heidelin would find someone who would help us. Eventually she did, and through her powers waning, we were able to speak to them directly, for a short while. We shared with them everything we could, including our knowledge of the heavens and the means to travel here to the moon. They certainly didn't waste any time with what we taught them. No more than a few years after that, our collaborators found the means to convey messages as applies to us from down below. With all the letters, books, and other resources they sent, we learned enough to start making more meaningful changes on the moon. And now you're here, hopefully enjoying yourself as much as I am. I am definitely enjoying your company. I knew you would be like the greatest Dunsville. I knew it. Thank you again for coming here, by the way. I know it's just a walk through the forest, but it means a lot to me.
There you are. I take it you've already received the grand tour? Shame we missed it.
Well, anyway, I've been looking all over for you. Oh, is it about the teleporter to the residential area? Oh, no, never mind that. We have more pressing matters at hand. I will be calling an emergency meeting shortly, and your attendance is required. Really? I can't imagine why you'd need me, but if you insist. We won't be away long, so you're all the more welcome to continue looking about the burrow. Now, come along, Growingway.
Before we arrived, you seemed to be in the midst of a rousing conversation with your guide. Did you learn anything of import?
Well, apparently this is their great forest they built for us.
They spent 12,000 years preparing for this. With the appointed hour fast approaching, I can certainly understand their restlessness. But still, it remains to be seen if the people can be persuaded to evacuate where there are yet no signs of the final days. What's more, the technology of this place defies imagination. I doubt there will be many who could readily come to terms with living in such surroundings. Whatever these collaborators are, unless they are possessed of the world's most charming personalities, or means to forcibly evacuate people, they will meet with a great deal of resistance. Indeed, even if faced with annihilation, the decision to forsake all one knows cannot be made lightly. There's something about elegance, I'm sure. Not elegance, Charlane's. Forgive me, my friends, but I must beg your leave. There's another matter which yet begs for mine attention. Of course, if we can accompany you if you like. Nay, that will not be necessary. Now, if you'll excuse me. So I caught Orianjay having like a really serious conversation with these guys, so just don't be shocked if it turns out that he needs attention more than anyone else. "'Tis clear now that difficult decisions lie ahead of us. Preparation for the evacuation of Etheris is indeed crucial, but I'm not yet willing to forsake our world and its reflections, and I trust I'm not alone in that reticence. Did Orianjay seem strange to you? More so than usual, I mean. I know he has a penchant for keeping his own counsel, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. Would you go and see if he's all right? Ishtal and I will remain here and see what else we can learn about the final days. If you hurry, perhaps you can catch up to him."
This is a little weird, but I can summon this elephant just by whistling. That should be fun.
working now? There we go. Computer's misbehaving, as it seems to like to do. Wherein Jay appears to be heading toward the entrance to Bestways Burrow.
I'm the stalker, NJ. That's okay, we're his friends. We can stalk him. Not a problem.
Back to his old tricks. Ranger ventures off into Mare Lamentorum for reasons unknown. You must tread carefully, else he might sense your presence.
All right, let's go on a following mission.
Follow Orion J from a safe distance. The objective will end in failure if you're noticed, or if you fall too far behind. If you fail to complete the objective, you can try again by returning to this designated location. Where am I supposed to hide? The real question. Mm-hmm. Who's that? Duty complete. All that to see that he went outside of the crater.
Thine arrival is timely as ever. Thou didst chance to overhear my conversation with Living Way, I presume?
Oh, yes.
'Twas not mine intent to move in shadow. Nevertheless, I have been asked to do that and more yet again. Is it so plain that these strangers could intuit it at a glance? My capacity for silence and secrecy and duplicity.
You do give off that vibe.
And Grahatir did contrive to deliver the first at the price of his own life. I was complicit in the scheme. A sacrifice averted for a mercy. Would that I could say the same for Menphilia. One life for one world. And by that bloody bargain brokered by my hand were the scions robbed of a dear comrade, and Flamine her beloved daughter.
What happens?
Two souls, whose selflessness was beyond measure, whose resolve was unshakable. They would not be moved even had I thought to protest. But protest I did not. Far from it. I pushed them forward. No effort did I make to seek out alternatives, ones that would not demand such terrible costs. That resignation weigheth heavy on my mind, as does the memory of another lost to mine inaction. Dearest Moonbringer, who did face death unflinching, that we might secure a means to bring low the Ascians. In her hour of need, I did naught. Dutiful disciple of Louisoix, ever looking to the greater good. Had I shut mine eyes and bid her live instead, mayhap she would be with us today.
You guys did kind of let her die for no good reason.
Selfish wants born of everlasting regrets. Most days I put them from my mind, but could think of naught else when asked to swallow the same bitter draught. Subterfuge and sacrifice. Mayhap the right moral choice, but one I regard with great trepidation. The calamity of Amarot was a tragedy beyond reckoning. One which must never again come to pass.
Be nice if we could stop it.
Thus must we struggle. Haunted by ghosts of those we have lost. Clinging to those we pray we can yet save. But what of those we cannot? How do we make peace with the dreadful algebra of necessity?
Sometimes there's no right answer.
I am not alone in my discomfort, then?
You have a bunch of wrong answers to choose from. Mm-hmm.
'Tis surprising, though perhaps not. We scions are wont to debate strategy at length, but are resolute and unwavering in execution. Strange. Scarcely can I remember when last we spoke alone, and so candidly. I thank thee. For all my supposed skill with words, I find it difficult to express such private thoughts. As for the Loporrit's proposition, I will take time and consider how to respond.
Always looking for the best of the bad options.
'Twould be to our mutual benefit if we could converse more openly with our aspiring caretakers. A concern I should be glad to address on the scion's behalf.
Hard agree there.
To dispense with all pretense and bare one's heart to another is a frightening thing indeed. But we cannot move forward ere we take that bold first step. A lesson I have learned many times before. And today.
What are they saying? Curse these ears and that bugger all! No matter. We've got our plans.
Use the restroom really quick, and then we will continue. All right, let's go, MJ. In truth, my reason for traveling hither was to effect a plan of mine own, a plan which may pave a way forward for us all. May, I say, for there is no guarantee of success. Before me with proffered hand and open heart. It would be remiss of me to refuse thine amity. And so I ask, wouldst thou join in mine endeavor?
But of course.
I thank thee for accompanying me. 'Tis a simple plan, in truth. We shall not be long away from Best Boy's Burrow. Difficult decisions must needs be made in the coming days, but I nevertheless believe we are all of one mind in our desire to save the people of Etheris. To make it clear, are resolved to the purse, it would offer them a gift. I would offer them a gift. But its making doth require a most singular ingredient. All right. This is the Allegan missile that was fired at the moon, which has led a lot of life to flourish. Ah, an abundance of sponvoi. Excellent. I chanced to spy this aggregation when crossing Zodiac's erstwhile prison. Using a spell taught me by the Nemu, I believe this shall suffice for the drift I would fashion. The magic, it requireth considerable concentration, however, might it prevail upon me to stand watch while I perform the incantation. Sure, I can do that. More enemies to join the fight. More enemies to join the fray. All good. And watch the designated location. Surveying the nearby area, you see no sign of potential threats. This would be a good opportunity to see how Urianger is faring. What's up, Urianger? Urianger remains fixed on his work. Or fixated on his work. There. 'Tis done. A magic ink, every ounce as efficacious as if crafted by the Nemu. Rare is the occasion I can conjure mine own, but it is nevertheless a most useful skill. The Zoting product is, admittedly, possessed of no preternatural properties, but its hue is one of mine own choosing, which I pray the Laboratus will appreciate. Peter, Urianger,
Peter, Urianger, oh thank goodness, I thought you had been eaten, or perhaps fallen into a crater.
I guessed right.
Eastlaw has been looking all over for you, Peter. She says she needs to speak with you about something most urgent, and dire even. She's also quite clear she wishes to speak with Peter alone, which means I'm afraid you must stay behind, Urianger. But worry not, it just so happens we need your help with an errand, delivering a package from the Watcher's Palace to Bestway's Burrow. It's quite large and heavy, perhaps even too heavy for we poor little Britos. We would be ever so grateful if you could lend us a hand.
How about an extra pair of pants before I go and meet with Ishtala, since you're trying to separate us?
Oh, no, that won't be necessary. Urianger's help is more than sufficient. And I'm sure you won't want to risk getting Initiala's bad side by keeping her waiting. She seems prickly. Well, no, off with you.
Worry not, Peter. I shan't be long. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, Urianger. I hope you'll be alright.
We'll go the incredibly long, unnecessarily long way. Whee! Kind of weird how I'm not moving, even though the saddle's moving quite a lot. I wonder if this has been an enchanted saddle of some kind. Oh man, the faith is gone. I was gonna do the faith first. Oh well. Hey there, Ishla. The lower parts that wanted me to get me away from Organja said it was very urgent I came to talk to you.
Oh, Peter, we thought we'd be away for longer.
Oh, they told me you had to speak with me right now.
Dire emergency? I've said no such thing. But as you're here, I could use your assistance on one small matter. Running Way, a companion of Growing Ways, apparently has much to tell us of the final days. The problem, however, is that he is determined to live up to his name, refusing to stay still long enough for us to hold a conversation.
Is there anywhere he's likely to stop and rest? Perhaps there's a way to slow him down.
Oh, what's the rush? I was thinking we could sit here and wait and maybe enjoy a cold mug of carrot juice and... No? Well, if it's really that important, you could try using these balls. It's moose flesh, not to be confused with the other thing. Running Way's other notable features is incessant chatter, so you'll have no trouble finding him in a crowd, and when you do, try lobbing your balls at him.
Alright.
Crude, but if it proves effective... He was here at Greatest Unsvale, and last I saw him, let us split up and find him.
Alright, throw my balls at the dude. Got it. I don't know, they're pretty heavy. Quite large and cumbersome.
So just running for Running Way. As you move the camera, as well as zoom in and out, target Running Way and throw the moose balls.
Alright, Running Way, where are you?
Emperor break. Oh, that's nice. It was meant to be a joke. It's not funny.
Only took like 8 shots. So easy.
Just right in the face, too.
Yes, I'm Running Way. Do you mind explaining why you hit me with the face with your balls of moose flesh? Oh yeah, I was supposed to catch you. I'm highly knowledgeable about the final days. That's the most ridiculous thing I've heard since I woke up. Who told you that joke?
And Blockensy.
As we've got time to look into the final days when there's so much to do before the great voyage. It's true Highland did impart us with some knowledge of the event, but I know about as much as any other little part around here. Less probably. I don't know why anyone would think it's funny to go around telling people I'm an expert, but they better hope I don't get my paws on them. Alright, so the whole thing is a diversion. Got it. Sorry I couldn't be of more help, but if there's nothing else, I've got work to do. And I'm off. I'm gonna need some more balls. Oh, that's right. I need level 84. Hey there, you still. Let's talk.
I could find neither hide nor hair of him. How did you fare?
Oh, I found him. Hit him in the face with my balls.
So he knows no more than the others. Can't you explain yourself, Growing Way?
Well, you see, I misremembered. Yes, that's it. I misremembered. So terribly sorry about all of that. I'm afraid I'm drawing a blank, though. Try as I might, I can't remember who I was thinking of.
On an unrelated note, what of Orion J? I suppose you spoke with him earlier, but did he say when he'll be returning?
Not that I remember.
On his way to the Watcher's Palace with Livingway. Between Growingway's sudden lapse of memory and our lack of other leads, maybe it's time we better spent lending Orianji a hand.
What? Now, hold on a moment. It's all coming back to me. Yes, I remember. And the information you're looking for is in the archives. Yes, that's where you'll find all sorts of useful information, including that pertaining to the final days. Oh, what to do. I promised Livingway I would help, but... No, I promised I'd help, so that's what I'll do. The archives on the second floor of the main plaza, eastern wing. Follow me.
I suspected our approaches are up to something, but if there's hope to be learned from the final days, I think it's best we play along, for now at least.
Yeah, sure, let's do it. Oh my, look at all of these missions we can do while we're waiting. Get her moping away. Oh dear, oh my, oh dear, this is terrible. What can I help you with? Well, thank goodness you're here. There's a strange sound coming from the waterway. I think there might be something wrong with the water regulation system. What if the water starts to flow backwards, or worse? Everything must be inspected from top to bottom, but time is of the essence. Can't possibly hope to do it all on my own. Not as quickly as I'd like at any rate. Please say you'll help. Oh yeah, sure, I'll help. Oh, thank goodness. Look for the water towers to the north, and you'll find the regulators. If you're going to take care of that, I'll see to the rest. We can reconvene here when you're finished. Sure. Just the person I was hoping to see. I'd like your thoughts on something, if you have a moment. Yeah, sure, why not? As you might have noticed, this park is rather drab as it is now, which is why I plan to plant flowers to liven things up a little. Of course, there's no guarantee my tastes are in line with those of your people. They have a most wondrous arrangement of planks and loving little darlings. It would mean the moon to me if you picked which flowers we use in the park. Sure. Hooray, to the gardens then. Oh, you're going to love them, I know it. Oh, that's good. you're not too busy, don't I trouble you to look into something for me?
What would you like?
I recently heard word that one of your fellows, or one of our fellows, is acting strangely near one of the water reserves in the greatest Endvale. Everyone knows that water for our passengers to be, so if anything should happen to those reserves, it could ruin everything. I doubt they would talk to me, but I suspect they might be willing to confess their plans if you ask them. You'll help, won't you?
Oh, yeah, sure.
The reserve you're looking for is the northern end of the greatest Endvale. Please hurry before they do anything foolish. I'll get around to it.
Oh, we got 6 more missions to do. Seven. All right. There's getting right.
Oh, there you are. Do you have a moment? When going over the resources sent by our collaborators, I stumbled upon a rather curious morsel of information that wants for verification. It's true you procure crafting materials from other living creatures and therefore use them to craft without using creation magics.
Yep, that's what we do.
Incredible. I'd like to try my hand at that. But first I'll require materials to craft with.
Like what?
Considering what resources we have in here in Mare Lamentorum, I thought that Daphnia would probably be the perfect specimen to harvest from. But I'm hardly a hunter. That's where you come in. Bring Highland's champion and all. I have no doubt you can handle a Daphnia or two. Might I trouble you to bring one back for study?
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
Wonderful. The Daphnia inhabit the area in Loving Ways Darlings. If you're looking for a place to start, happy hunting.
Oh, that's good.
Pardon me, could you spare a moment?
Yeah, what do you need?
A friend and I planned to go and meet you shortly after we woke from hibernation, you see. But they're an excitable sort, and, well, after much shouting and hopping, they somehow ran themselves straight into a wall. They get to awake. On the one paw, I understand your enthusiasm. We're all ecstatic for our very first visitors to arrive in Aquarius. On the other hand, they ran right into a wall. Still, I do feel bad for them, and I want to get them a surprise. Something to cheer them up when they wake. I do not venture out there alone, though, so I was hoping you could come with me.
Yeah, sure, what do you want?
Meet me in southern Mare Lamentorum, and I'll see if we can find something nice.
Sure, but first let me get the rest of these missions.
Because there's a lot.
Hey there, knocking away.
Hail, person.
Yes, you. Do you have a moment?
Gotta get the rest of the voice there. You see, ever since we awoke from inspection, a friend of mine has been acting a little funnier than usual even. I could hear him sighing all the way over here. I would go and call on him as I do, but he always insists that nothing is wrong. I think he'll be unable to help himself from opening up to you, though. He always has ever been so fond of people. Would you mind lending him an ear or two?
Yeah, sure, I got 2.
Many thanks to you. My friend's name is Dreamingworth, and he should be somewhere nearby. Just follow the momentous sniffling.
Sure. First, though, let's talk to all these people.
Oh, you're that visitor everyone's been talking about. I don't suppose you have time to assist me in a matter of life and death?
Sure.
4 of my friends went out on a patrol alone and mine for ore. They should be back by now, but, well, I'm worried something has happened. I can't say I'm too keen on the idea of coming face to face, like growth, with one of those roving fungi by myself, though. Could you come along? Please come along.
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
Thank you. Let's have 2 of them. My friends were headed toward the Confederate.
What, you can't even say it?
People have the worst names for things, really. Oh, excuse me. You're a visitor from Atheros, right? If it's all right, I'd like to have a word with you. In private?
About what?
Well, I can't talk about it right here. Let me step outside of Beastways Burrows. I'll be waiting for you around the northern end of Mare Lamentorum.
All right, sure. guys have this such weird secrecy about everything. A brusque little port. The port.
I hear you have a penchant for excitement and adventure. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Then I assume in your travels you'll doubtless heard tales of the Alligans.
The Alligans, oh, yeah, don't get me started. So much about those people.
I thought as much. I asked because I have plans to survey an Alligan relic not far from here. The weapons guarding it, however, make it too dangerous for me to go alone. I trust you see where this is going. So you interested in a little adventure?
A little? I'll take a lot of adventure, thank you very much.
Much obliged. We'll be off. No time to waste.
Actually, I got just a little time to waste. I'll get to this last thing, and then we'll try to get this other stuff taken care of. Hey there, Laporte.
Man with impeccable timing. I was hoping you might stop by.
Really?
As you well know by now, these faculties are meant to meet any and all needs your people might have. However, you're not all what you expected. I don't mean just by your exceedingly diminutive stature.
You know what? You're like a third the size of me anyway. Go ahead.
A great number of changes must be made, including to our sentry drones. We have no frame of reference for which might pose a threat to your kind, but I believe a better understanding of your strength might enlighten us. Not just your physical strength, man, but your strategic prowess as well, which is why I'd like to see how you fare in a fight. What do you say?
It can be whatever.
Wonderful. If you can meet me at Rita Stansville, I'll see that everything is ready when you get there.
All right, sure. Okay, first over here, and then we'll go outside, because a lot of these missions are outside.
Okay, stay focused anyway. Sure, you're not working away, but... Huh. Oh my. You're not a Lilliput.
You're very observant.
Am I dreaming? Is the day finally here? Am I truly walking with a visitor from Everett? Whatever can I help you with, kind sir?
One of your friends asked me to check up on you.
Who put you up to such a thing? In any case, I can't bother on our sketch of my silly troubles.
No, I'm here to help. What do you need?
If you insist, perhaps I could share a nibble of what's on my mind. But first, may I ask your name?
Sure, Peter Krolinsk.
Peter Krolinsk, a truly spectacular name. I'm sure it speaks to your character in one way or another. If only I could say the same for mine. Perhaps it was a mistake to choose dream for my tome of words. But try as I might, I have no such thing. And seeing everyone else live up to their names since our awakening has only made me more aware of it. The people at Etheris and the other paw seem to dream a great deal. Have you any advice for me?
Focus on what you love to do.
Well, but that's the problem. I haven't the foggiest idea what that might be. Though our fellow Laboris might. I've known him since we were created. So perhaps they could see something in me, but I cannot. With their help, you might be able to find an objectively appropriate dream for me to pursue. You know best what would be of service to mankind, after all.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
I'm all ears. So you need only tell me once you come up with something. Anything at all.
All right. Okay, so all that stuff is upstairs. Wow, there's stuff all over the place. Let's go in here first. This seems sufficiently far away from everything else. Get started, shall we? Activating Terminal 1. Begin data acquisition. Look at the main time chapter. Pressing notice a hand? Like what? You certainly have a knack for battle. I can hardly imagine how strong your enemies must be. All the more reason our sentries are in serious need of improvements. Now, might that trouble you for one more test? Yeah, sure, whatever. That's the spirit. I can't imagine you'll have much trouble after seeing that first display, but one can never have too much data. Let's try our drones for Terminal 2. There we go. That was incredible. You haven't been sneaking in the iron carrots, have you? I had no idea you'd kind of so fearsome in battle. Maybe we should forget the sentries and have you guard Beastlay's barrel. I jest. There's another we don't put you and your people's hands away. I want to thank you properly, but it's not here. Let's head back to the main plaza. Alright, sure, we can do that. We need to take another potty break, but fortunately, we're pretty much out of coffee, so shouldn't be refilling quite so heavily to that point. I mean, the turret. The moon will be as safe can be once the drones are repurposed. And thanks to you, I have all the data I could ask for. Though I did read something a touch concerning about one of the books that our collaborators sent us. Something about certain drinks you imbibe that can make you a threat to others and yourselves and everyone around you. I hope our drones will be prepared for such an emergency. At any rate, I better get back to work. It's not much, but I'd like you to have this. A small token of thanks for your help. Awesomeness. Bird.
Alright, should be good for a while, one would hope. Let us continue. Yeah, careful, Wobblebrit.
He's no slugger, I can tell you that. Always happy to lend a paw when there's work to be done. Compared to some of the others, it's just like he's of great help.
That sounds like an adventurer. Please be Beast Tribe. Please be Beast Tribe. That'd be so awesome.
You want to know about dreaming, right? I can't say I know him terribly well. He's always rushing off to new tasks as soon as he finishes the old one. Always thought him a good sort, though.
Hey, there he's going a little elaborate.
Dreaming, right? Well, he could do anything he set his mind to. He doesn't complain about getting his paws dirty either. That said, I'm not sure I can think of anything he's particularly gifted at. Alright, you my friends are an adventurer like me.
Sorry, you my friend are an adventurer like me. That's the right voice. Again, it's tough because Peter's voice is so close to these guys' voices. While I'm here, but this is the home point. And in fact, while I'm thinking of it, let's get these portraits all sorted.
Did they have all of it just to share? Please say that they did.
Yeah, it sounds kind of like you're an adventurer, bud.
That's more or less what I expected, I suppose. Nice enough, but in no way gifted. Perhaps I was never meant to dream.
It's never too late to dream.
You really think so? Oh, goodness, people are truly as kind as they say. In that case, I promise not to give up until we found my dream, even if it is the last thing I do. I got grim. Let's exhaust any other options before we go into anything potentially lethal, shall we?
Sure.
Now, warmest and fuzziest thanks to your continued help, Peter. I was thinking, if the other leopards can't tell you what they might be best at, perhaps you could follow me around and see for yourself. My primary work includes gathering materials and equipment maintenance, and most importantly, carrot production. All indispensable to our day-to-day operations, as I'm sure you'll agree. As for what I can show you, perhaps a spot of foraging? Everyone likes a good forage. We need to go and see Thinking Away in Great Ansvale first. They're the leopards who allocate this sort of work. I hate to step on any toes.
Sounds like a plan, man. Take the way to making it.
Let's go thinking way. I see a rather special companion today, anyway. What's the occasion? Oh, nothing of import. Simply here to observe me as I go about my day. Speaking of which, are there any tasks that needs doing? As a matter of fact, there are building ways that need more crystals. Could you perchance mine some? Oh, but of course, I suppose you'll want the usual assortment. Right then, I'm off to Valles Veneris. I'll go on ahead and look for sustainable deposit of crystals.
Alright. In the meantime, I'm going to look for the thing furthest away. Oh, goodness. That's actually what I need to be doing right now. All right. On the way back, we'll get the rest. Oh, that's right. I need to actually go up first. Kind of was running into a wall there. Okay. That's actually the fastest way to get there. Let's fast travel to the other place and head that a ways. Alright, let's see what we can get taken care of. Goodness, everything is so freaking beautiful here. Closest is on the other end, huh? Alright. Hey, actually you can go to sleep. Inside this cave. There it is.
Ah, you found me. Truth be told, while I was waiting, I felt the itch to get started, and before I knew that, I gathered all the crystals building away we'll need. I had a feeling he could use some sand as well, though, so why not collect it while we're here? I'm sure one bit of gray sand looks as much as the rest to me, but trust me, the gray sand here is the best. It's simple enough work. You care to join me? Oh yeah, sure. Splendid. I'll have the deposits right outside the grot. It's always too delightfully grubby. Return here when you feel the back out too.
Alright, oh, there's a pile of gray sand. And another one over there. Got it. To the east. Alright. So what, gray was the color of despair with the flower.
if that has anything to do with the moon. How is the sun?
Yeah, it's alright. Here you go.
Lovely as ever. Building there will be delighted. We should make our delivery to thinking way as soon as possible. Last one there's a molded carrot.
Yep, that'll be me.
That's it for now. We'll check this other soon. Reeling Lullipert. Leopard. Reeling Leopard. Leopard is what they're called. Why are you?
I'm here to help.
I'm not slacking. I passed out after Reaper ambushed me. Yes, that's definitely what happened. And if you're looking for the others, they went ahead to serve the Kristallabach. By the way, Ariel, there's Cradle of Darkness. I'll get them myself, but I'm a bit too lazy, exhausted from my encounter with a Weeper.
Sounds totally feasible.
I know it makes me so sleepy. Let's stay awake.
Yeah, wake up.
Oh, it's time to go back already. I haven't got anything done. Oh well. I'm sure the plant would. Oh no, you're being attacked. You should maybe do something about that. I am aware of life. Bringing stasis to living things. This is just like telling them. Equilibrium. Lots of equilibrium when you're dead. I'm sure this plant wasn't here last time. Oh, would you look at that? It made my pull all tingly. Not even. Sure, there's some use in this.
Oh yeah, sure. But you gotta go do thingies.
Goodness me, time to head back already, is it? I was so focused, I completely lost track of time.
Alright, well, that's 2 out of the 3. That should be fine, right? Yeah, we don't need it anymore. Hey, stop chasing me. And we're out. next one's in sinus. What's it? We'll have to look at that later. I got turned around again. All right. Try this one more time. It's easier just to go this way. Lunatenda. That is him, dozing Lilliput. Laparit. I don't call it Lilliput.
Oh, this whole share deep. Jump a rock and you'll never hear it hit the bottom. Oh, what's you? Was something the matter? Yeah, there's a thing you're supposed to do. Oh, sorry for the bother. I didn't realize I'd been gone so long. I'll head back right away. Meow.
All right.
Can't feel my arm now, but it moves, so it's fine, right? I feel much better after a brief and totally regulation-compliant break. Let's head back and shift through our spoils of our expedition. Honestly, I don't think they're impressed by your shenanigans. Honestly.
the one way across that crack.
What is it that you say, La Corette? I saw flowers here once on a patrol, gorgeous crystalline flowers that grew in the heads of London tenders. If you were to gift one of them when they're awake, they'd be over the star. That's over the moon in your planet. I have to go and deliver our patrol records for Moonsail to the Watcher's Palace. But in the meantime, can I trust you to get a flower off one of the Luna tenders? Oh, yeah, sure. Perfect. Meet me up by the Strengthy brand when you have it. Well, eventually.
I don't see any way across there. Won't stop me from looking, but yeah. See the entrance up there. Southeast. Miscellaneous terminals. Wait, freaking there, I see it. Alright, so doggo it is.
Stop shooting me, you jerks.
Hour and a half left to stream today. Okay.
Let's go, doggo. Let's go. And right across the chasm. right to the southeast. All right. All right, let's start here. Oh, while we're here, let's probably take this Daphnia down. Okay, defeated Daphnia and emptiness remains. Well, that many texts I was given. Northwest. Somewhere in here. What is it, Bouncy Labyrinth? 222 miles to the northwest. Well, what do you think? In my readings, I found that even a single species of flower can bloom in a number of colors, which is what makes them so appealing. Well, it took a little work. These 3 specimens are capable of the same. They're all charming in their own way, but I couldn't possibly decide which is best for the park. I mean, which do you like best? Don't worry about giving a right or wrong answer. I trust your discerning eye. I like this springy flower. I like the springy flower. Oh, I like this too. I'll be sure to make the impression with park visitors. Yep, this is the flower we want. A fine choice. Now, let's take a few back to the park, shall we? Just be careful not to drop any on the way. Alright, so we're heading this way. Northwest. Be like in a corner up here. There it is, I see it. Okay, next closest is southwest. And 34 yalms to the west. That actually bashed on the port. You finally came. Good, good. So you see, the thing is, there's someone I want you to meet. Yeah? He's not like the other Loverates, which I guess is why he lives so far removed from everyone. He very much enjoys his privacy. Only show up if you speak his password first. The password is going my way. Think you can remember it? Oh yeah, sure. In the chat mode, say, use the keyword, enter the phrase containing the words going my way. Oh, here's this Ava current. Those thunderous footfalls and thunderous tones don't all like elaborate. Who goes there? And it's me. I brought someone I'd really like for you to meet. Very well, you may enter. Alright, let's go.
Alright, so down in here.
Hey there, Going My Way. A pleasure to meet you. My name is Going My Way. A rather odd name, you might say, but I could think of nothing more apt to describe the way I chose, nay, the way I was born to live. Ever since the 1241st inspection, I've longed to be free. So I stopped using the hibernation chambers and came here to live in secret and solitude. I found here by accident one day, when out searching for supplies. I promised to keep it secret, and we've been friends ever since. I made an exception for you because, well, he likes rare and unusual things, and you're by far the most rare and unusual thing I've ever seen. I mean that in the best possible way, of course. A visitor from Atheris, at long last, I bid you welcome to the moon. My friend here tells me you're an adventurer. Ah, what a life that must be. I too yearn to journey to search for the unknown. Until that end, I have labored to build a ship that may one day take me to explore the other side of the moon. And I hope he makes it there soon. Well, speaking of which, I sure hope that he was busy at work before he barged in here. We should probably get back to it. Yeah, probably. See ya. Bye-bye.
All right. Northern Mare Lamentorum. And 60 miles to the north. Probably in Hopper's Hold. Right? That's got to be Hopper's Hold. Northeast. Well, maybe not. Northeast. Okay. North. So it's inside Bestways Borough. Okay. Well, we'll deal with that when we get there. We're not there yet. I'm afraid I might need to use the restroom yet again. Against my wishes. Alright. Be right back. Back off, kitty. All right. Well, let's continue looking for these aether currents, shall we? North, yes. But before that, this area over here I have not been to, and I saw an aether current there. How close are we on aether currents for the moon? Mare Lamentorum. There's 6 left. So we found, what, 4? That can't be right. We only found 4. Feels like a lot more than that. Wow. Only found 4. $274 mulms to the north, or to the south. Wow, reading south and saying north. Let's just continue heading this direction, shall we? The location, oh my goodness, look at this. Heimdall's Lance. The one to the east. Heimdall's last site. 74 to the southwest. Well, there's a crash right there. The west. Sinus Tormented. 144 to the west. 2 to the west, I see it. All right. 84 to the northwest. I'm gonna brush to the port. Oh, okay. Wanna fight? We can fight. I wasn't looking for a fight, but I suppose I can have one. Hey, you. Let's try this again.
Crash help was just up ahead. If you'll find anything that will prove useful, I'd be grateful if you could retrieve it for me.
Oh yeah, sure.
Onward then, or after you.
Okay.
Oh, look at the systems cube.
Oh, look at the systems cube. There we go. Its apparatus is offline, but appears to be transportable. You place it in your ambiguously sized bag. That's one alligator relic. No matter where I go, alligator relics are highly sought after. It was, after all, an age of wonders.
Ooh, a fascinating remnant. Interesting. How fascinating. The developing technology is certainly fascinating. A shame it's too bulky to carry back. Oh, look at that fascinating remnant. What's that? Also too big to bring back. Oh, also to text me. Holy cow. Hey. Not cool, bro. Don't tase me, bro. Downfall droid. Oh. There we go. Heimdall's last sight. Heimdall's last sight. There's the voice I want. Yeah, I'm really struggling because the same voice, or very, it's not the same, the similar voice, the one I use for my main character, is also the one I'm using for these little bunny creatures. The leopards. And you leave my friend alone. I'll work alone. Whew, a moment longer and that room would have alerted more. Steph, did you find anything of interest? Oh yeah, lots of things. One thing attacked me, the other thing is way too big to travel, and the third one is right here in my bag. Oh, well, let's have a look. No, you're right. We must wait until we get back. Hey. Stop it, you jerk. Man, I'm so comfortable with Conjurer. It really is my best job. I feel really good as a Conjurer. I feel like I'm a good Conjurer. I feel like I'm a really good monk. Alright, so closest thing is inside the facility. And I got a lot of stuff to deliver inside the facility too, so should be good. Loving Ways Darlings. So what, Loving Ways a botanist?
Whew. It appears to be downstairs from here. Fortunately, there's a shortcut. Whee! Oh, that works great. Good job, everybody. I burst Leverett. What's up? Save it last. No, show me what you found. There's a systems cube. This is an elegant decryption unit. With it we can read elegant tombstones about history and science and poetry, if we have any, which we don't. An adventure for another day, perhaps. Nevertheless, I'm deeply excited about the prospect. As I'm sure you can tell, you have my heartfelt gratitude. Yeah, sure. Hey there, sprightly Leopard. Thanks again for helping me round everyone up. I'm glad no one was hurt. Well, they were lucky this time, but those fungi and other odd creatures out there, I think we'll have to reconsider our patrol routes from now on. For mercy, there are plenty of places to mine for ore nearby. Before you go, I'd like you to have this. And don't be a stranger, okay? Oh, that's good. Hey there, bashful Leopard. Thank you for meeting my friend. He thinks outside of the carrot patch, and it's so nice to spend time with him from time to time. But please, don't tell anyone. It has to be our little secret. Oh yeah, sure. You shouldn't feel confined to the rules of what is and is not allowed. Don't let the exploration that good things can happen. Hey there, Guiding Welcome back. I think it's all some Daffodil for me. Her foot's left of one, I suppose. There's the remains for you. Oh, goodness. Apologies, I've never seen one this close before. As I thought, the skin is quite elastic. With this, we could prove no time at all to produce clothing for people of all sizes. It sounds quite comfortable. I'd hoped you would approve. We'll make our finest garment for you and your kind. In any case, you've been a great help. It's not much, but I'd like you to have this. Excellent. All right. The flowers, if you please. Here you go. I'm told the people of Ephesus love nature, and flowers are held in particularly high regard. I realize they're not quite the same, but I sure hope these blooms make the moon feel a little bit more like home. But first things first, I need to plant as many of these flowers as I can. By the time I'm done, our gardens will be a place of joy and wonderment for all. You just wait and see. Great. A nice little mushroom patch. I mean garden. Hey there, Thinking Way. Oh, that was efficient. Did you manage to procure what I asked for? And more. I thought the building way might want some more of that also sandy Velis Veneris sand, and so we went ahead and gathered that too. Oh, now that you mention it, he did ask me to procure some gray sand.
Heavens, it would have been embarrassing if I turned up a lot of grain. Oh, do you remember what he needed it for? I vaguely recall mentioning a pit full of that stuff. Apparently the children of Ephesus love such things. Oh, yes, sand pits. I'm more curious about how you were aware of this request. Billingway said he hadn't told anyone but me about his latest project. Oh, well, I must have overheard the two of you talking when I was out collecting crystals last time. Given how far the grot is from here, that seems incredibly unlikely. But never mind that. You brought the sand. For that I'm most grateful. See what I mean? That is some good sand. Now, while enjoying this tiny glimpse of day-to-day life, did you have any dreams I might be capable of aspiring to? Yes, you can guess what people want before they actually want it. I mean, no. Oh, don't worry if you haven't. We've only just begun, after all. I really must learn to be patient. Surely the right inspiration is out there, just waiting to strike. Sure, why not? Excellent. Huzzah! Let's waste no time and continue our work, shall we, Peter? Okay, wait, have any other jobs for me? I suppose it's a caretaker that wants for repairing. If I recall correctly, the particular parts you need will be over at Heimdall's last site. I'll get right to it. Looks like we're on maintenance duty. Join me at Heimdall's last site as quickly as you can. Alright, before I do that, let's get this fate down here taken care of. Hey there, Warringway. Oh dear, a swarm of dynamite has drifted inside the burrow. You must help me get rid of them before they blow the place to smithereens. Sure, let's do that.
Hey. Team. Go ahead and get these two taken care of while we're here. Gotta investigate the water reserves. Oh, not high enough level. Alright, we'll keep working on it. I'll inspect this water regulator and hear an odd bubbling murmur. This machine appears to be malfunctioning. I appreciate that song. Old school Final Fantasy music. Let's check this water regulator. Nothing out of the ordinary. How about this one? Nothing out of the ordinary. Okay, just the one then. Hey there, shaky leopard. What's up? Well, who are you? What's the matter?
What's the matter?
There's the voice.
I don't know, just checking on you. Suspicious? Me? That's why. I haven't done anything wrong. Korean Jay was teaching me about the telling fortunes, and I've been trying to practice so I can show the others how it's done. In fact, I even did my own carrot cards. Well, they're not quite as fancy as Orion J. I tried using them to see what good fortune comes from the people of Etheris and the youth of the moon, but maybe I did it wrong, but the cards had nothing good to say. I got the complete opposite. How about I try again after purifying myself in water here? That's what your people do, yes? I know it's possible to purify oneself using water, but I don't feel as if anything has changed. Maybe I missed a step somewhere. Well, could you draw the water for me? Coming from Heidelberg's Chosen, I'm sure it'd be the most purifyingest water ever. All you have to do is fill this empty bottle with water and pour it on me. Please, the outcome of my carrot card wielding is in your hands.
Alright. We'll move the wind up Pixie. Doesn't quite take the others. Also, Zidane doesn't fit. Paradon and Oldie don't fit either. Sorry. The rest seem to be pretty good. Alright, we'll draw some water. Put it on you. There, do you feel purified yet?
Oh, how refreshing. I feel like a brand new leopard. Already I can feel my spirit overflowing with good fortune. Well, time to have another look at those carrot cards and see what awaits the people of Etheris. know if death keeps coming up. Maybe I keep doing it wrong. Fortune telling is supposed to make people feel good, right? I keep getting bad omens.
Alright. Seriously?
Yeah, what's it doing?
Okay. Let's close this from here. 269 yalms to the west. Okay. I can do that. Well, somewhere in the burrow, probably.
Hey there, Moping Way. Hey there, Moping Way. There we go. How'd everything look on your side? There was one malfunctioning one. I'm over in the northeast regulator. I think I know what the problem is, actually. We released fish into the water so our guests could go fishing, but they're likely attracted to the heat of the regulators. Not to worry, it's one little bump on the road to building a fantastic recreational facility, and thanks to you, the path forward can be made all the smoother. When our work is finished, I hope you'll do it again and make the most of what we have to offer.
Nobody dislikes fish poop. Fish in the drinking water, always a good plan.
Well, did you find out what the good-for-nothing was up to? Yeah, he was trying to learn fortunes. Purifying himself? Oh, really? Well, that's actually quite admirable, making such efforts to understand the culture of Ethos. That said, I'm not sure when it's meant to redraw cards until we find the desired result. Or perhaps I misheard how fortune-telling is meant to work. Maybe I should go and talk to them about that. Well, then again, there's no harm done, and I mean well. Perhaps I'll discuss the finer point of card reading with them another day. Well, thank you for looking into this. Sure.
Goodness, everything around here is huge. It must be horribly disappointing for us to be so small. $123 yalms to the west. $45 yalms to the west. It's going to be up freaking stairs. Of course it is. Okay. So we have 2 more of these missions to go on. Okay, upstairs. $140 yalms to the south. $136 yalms to the south. $126 yalms to the southeast or southwest. Red southwest and said southeast. 108. There it is, right there. The other currents allows you to better understand the passage of the winds. Passing wind. Anyway, let's see here. 8 currents. Oh man, we're 2 away, and then the final mission of the area, which often happens, right? flopping way. It's your freaking job. And 10 yalms to the southeast. 42 yalms to the east. 105 yalms to the northeast. 66 yalms to the northeast. 36 yalms to the north. 35 yalms to the west. 8 yalms to the east. There it is right there. Okay, what was it? Northwest. So that's going to be in this direction. Somewhere in this corner. Maybe over here instead. See if I can see it if I get high. It's right there. Okay, there are no more Aether currents for me to find. It's just that last mission that we're going to have in this area, whenever that happens to be. So we are ready to fly on the moon once we get that last mission done. I'm curious about Hopper's hold, but I've got more pressing matters to attend to. Right, I goes across the chasm. Get that one little thing done and head right back here and continue on with our quest. I'm seeing our shadow down there on the ground. Alright, got that Luna Tender. And now back. Really big briefly. Creature if somebody was fighting down there. Space is beautiful, always.
Oh, were you able to get the flower? This flower? Yeah, sure. Oh, it's beautiful. I wanted one of these ever since they learned how special flowers are in your culture. Now that I think about it, if they were to receive it from you personally, they might run themselves into a wall again, or worse. I think I'd better give it to them, with your regards, of course. I'll meet you back at the burrow.
Alright. Take the head this way.
There you are. I was beginning to worry you'd abandoned your quest. Now to the Heimdall. Follow me.
I actually know exactly how to get there, but I guess I'll follow you.
gunfall alarm.
Yeah, they're dreaming away. According to our records, those vessels landed on the moon about 5 years ago. It's been a wonderful source of spare parts, and also horrible mechanical monsters, but never you mind that. I've been here countless times by now, so you can leave the salvaging to me. Simply relax and enjoy the view. It's quite the view.
Oh, boil my carrots. Colorful expletive is followed by a telltale screech of Loporrit in distress. Perhaps you got it checked on Dreaming Way.
Alright. Thank heavens you were here. I tried to run, but I tripped. That great sound is not nearly as pleasant when it's in my mouth, let me tell you. And here I was hoping to show you what a competent and capable worker I could be on my own. I did manage to get the parts we need, though. So all's well that ends well. Meet me at the Curatorium. I'll be sure to see if we can't fix that caretaker. Alright, let's go. Alright. Got only 30 more minutes left in the stream. Got a lot done here in the moon. Rita! Marlon Z! Alright, let's see here. Turn this in over here. Agitated Loporrit. As it happens, it's a good thing you didn't go dupe me to give them that flower. Just here it came from you, nearly made them fainted away. Perhaps I should have waited a little longer after they woke up. In any case, I hope you'll visit us again. If we ever break this cycle of excitement and self-injury, I'm sure they'll be delighted to meet you. Yeah, that sounds like an interesting fellow. Alright.
I know, whimper whine. Life is rough, isn't it, kitty? Alright, here you go. Hopefully it helps.
As you can see, this is a caretaker that needs our attentions.
Yeah, it looks a little broken.
Poor thing's not even able to move right now, but it will be good as new once I'm done with it.
Sure.
Shift this over there and stick a thingamabob in the what's it, and...
Excellent. Looks like it's working great. His head's a little small, but that's fine.
Restore the pristine condition in no time at all.
Yeah, impressive.
Most operators know enough to make similar repairs, though. It really is nothing special. And I cannot even imagine how it would go about building such a machine from scratch. No, something tells me my dream lies elsewhere. I suppose there's more that had to go on before, though. Not to mention, there's still one job of mine that I haven't shown you yet. Would you care to see how they grow the carrots?
Yeah, sure, let's go.
Well then, let's hop to it. Huzzah!
So these are definitely going to be the beast tribe we're going to get to know.
Well, Pilter, are you excited to learn about the wonderful world of carrot cultivation? Not that there's much to it, truth be told. We simply place the seeds in the machine, water them, and then reap the sweet rewards. It's so easy that, well, anyone could do it. Oh, as far as I know, you're an anyone. Why not try it for yourself?
Oh yeah, sure, let's do it.
Oh, completing menial tasks is so much more fun with friends. Pray, take these seeds and follow me. I do believe there's an open creation station nearby.
A creation station, huh? All right, let's do it. Ugh.
Oh, man. Come on, place the seeds in there.
There's some seeds.
With carefree tossing motion of yours seems to have scattered the seeds nicely. Now, of course, they'll need water. Water crystals, to be precise. Most of the only machine in need of replenishment. Why don't you pay me a visit to the sparkling supply station over in the northeast corner, and then bring a crate of crystals to the creation station nearby?
All right, I'm gonna grab a crate of crystals, which apparently is not this station, the one next to it. Water crystal station, got it. Man, elephants aren't so good at jumping. Especially when I'm riding them. Better crystals for the creation station. Oh. But first, kill this guy because he wants to die. This guy needs help dying. Do your best to help him. bucket of crystals to the carrot creation station to the southwest before your arms give out. You have 90 seconds to complete the task. Should you fail, return to the starting location and begin anew. Beware of attacks from enemies. They will sap your strength.
Fortunately, I took a direct route getting here. And so the creature that was in the way attacked me. Well, it doesn't sound like a good thing, but it means it doesn't attack me on the way over here. You guys could make the steps a little smaller. Those crystals in the machine to start the growing process, preferably before you drop them all over the floor. Alright. That should be enough to make our carrots grow nice and big, when the machine converts them all into water bit by bit, so you'll never need to worry about the seedlings being too wet or too dry. Oh, don't you just love the sound? The sound? I didn't catch the sound. What, did you not hear that tone just now? They're telling us our carrots ready for harvesting. Well, not at this station. I'm certain they heard the joyous sound of 2 ripened carrots. May as well see this through to the end. Pulling them is the best part. Alright. Go on check till we find the stairs. Stairs, of course, being absolutely ridiculous trying to go up. Built for people that are a lot bigger than us. Oh boy, a carrot of happiness. These are actually delicious. Oh, there's another one over this way? Alright. Oh boy, another carrot of happiness. I love these. They're great. That's the new definitely can be removed from the favorites. I mean, sure, it's fine, but not anything I actually would want. Oh, this music. This music, though. Do I smell carrots? That was rhetorical. I definitely smell carrots in here. It all smells like carrots up in here. Mouth-watering. That really is all there is to it. And to my days, to put it plainly, I apologize for not being more interesting to follow around. So you have any ideas for a dream with suit a lulliput like me? Let's see. I think you would be a really good adventurer. What do you do when you're not working? What do I do? Well, it seems I wasn't meant to be. I should never have taken such an extraordinary name, being so ordinary myself. I've only had some sort of skill to set me apart from the others, aside from hearing things no one else does, I suppose. A good ear, huh? Have you tried making music? Oh, I've read about this music of yours. Though I'm afraid I can't make head or tail of the notation. Do you really think I could learn how to create something so inscrutable? What are you two up to?
Kaiser just suggested I put the dream in dreaming away through the pursuit of music. Music, I can't seem familiar with that.
Oh yeah, music. You play instruments and people listen and they like it?
Yes, we leopards can do something similar. A whole long nose face thing. Look, let's just try it and see how it sounds. Come on, Knockingway.
Knockingway, you shall be drums.
1 and a 2 and a 3. Oh goodness, that was terribly fun. I must confess, humming in tandem has a certain charm that snorting or shrieking does. I'd be interested in much more music, I dare say. And that would be my dream, bringing joy to others through music. Who knows, perhaps I can inspire others to pursue their own dreams, too. What's those noises? What's this all about? Why, it's a gift of music, of course, like this.
Hey, you guys are doing great.
I think I might do just enough musicking for one day.
Yeah, I thought you did a great job.
I don't know how I'll ever thank you, Piotr. You've changed my life. Finally, I can hold my head high, knowing that my heart will guide my way forward. Dreaming Way has a dream.
That's good. Maybe come up with a second song?
I cannot thank you enough for helping my dear friend. I hadn't realized he was so upset for not having a dream of all things. He who helped him is only a person of Aetheris could. I still have my other tasks to attend to, of course, but I promise to practice every day. Eventually, I want to go just beyond humming and compose original music. When next we meet, I hope you'll one day lend again your ear. Maybe even two.
That's awesome. Glad you guys had a good time. Okay. So after all of that diversion, we can finally continue main plot. Transport to the upper burrows. Alright. Let's head up this way.
What other knowledge do you suppose we could glean from their archives?
Alright, Goringway. Stall away.
The archives are right through this door, but it seems to be locked. Guess we'll just have to go and find whoever has the key.
Goringway, enough. If you have naught else to tell us of the final days, you need only say so. We can ill afford to be wasting time here, as you well know. Did you yourselves not tell us we must act quickly?
Yes, we did, but the moon was to be a perfect paradise for the people of Aetheris. We're running out of time to make everything ready for your arrival. We hoped to see the wonders we have to offer, but we found nothing but flaws. Faults and flaws with our work. Only one of you saw our potential, so you others must be kept here.
Ah, so that's Living Way's game. Run us around in circles, and failing that, lock us away, so we can't put the plan at risk. Everyone except Oriange.
He understands what's at stake and what must be done.
I fear you've misjudged us, Growing Way. Never have we decried the notion of using the moon as a means of escape. That said, my heart breaks at the thought of abandoning Aetheris and her reflections to their doom. If there was a way to avert the final days, I wish to find it. We all do. We may fail, but our efforts would never be at the expense of your plans.
But why would you take that risk? There's no room for ifs and maybes now. The people of Aetheris will escape here to the moon. They'll be safe, and we'll finally get to see all their happy, smiling faces. I'm sorry, but we can't let you leave. We just can't.
Seriously?
Do what you must, but try not to hurt them. I'll be back in a moment. Don't do anything rash when I'm gone.
If we dally, they'll overwhelm us with sheer numbers. I think we knock these ones out, split up, and make our way to the exit. Agreed. Let us reconvene while Argus awaits outside.
You guys are kind of pathetic, you know that? No offense. Oh, dang. They got my bird. Oh, that hurts.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yeah, seriously, they're gonna slow us down. I just beat a god like a minute ago. Too strong. Please come quietly. I ain't blubber it. Only chill the frick out. Alright, thanks for the heals. Bye! Your inability to accept other options is part of the problem. You might even say is the problem, my friends.
Good, you're here. We must hurry to the Watcher's Palace and find Oriange.
And what, pray tell, do we seek at the Watcher's Palace?
Oh, come off it, friend. You know full well why we're here. The time has come for you to return to Aetheris and help your brethren prepare for their journey here and beyond.
Forgive me, Living Way, but I cannot in good conscience proceed with this plan.
Huh? But what about the final days? The death and the doom? Oh, we have to hurry before it's too late.
Your unflagging commitment to your duty is endearing, to say the least.
Oh, bugger!
Hey there, guys.
Be at ease. They bear you no grudge, nor do I. How could we, having come to understand your purpose? For millennia, you and yours worked tirelessly towards the singular purpose of this heavenly vessel's construction. An arduous feat by any measure.
Indeed.
It is clear you have spared no effort. Why, your very names are a testament to your dedication.
Quite.
Our names? I'm not sure I understand what you're getting at.
Names are an expression of the self, a declaration of one's hopes and aspirations.
Right.
Your use of contemporary, uncomplicated nomenclature doth ensure clarity of purpose. There can be no doubt that your love for the people of Aetheris is boundless and pure.
Yes! Yes! A most mellifluous phrasing. We Loporrits were born of Heideland's love for Aetheris. That shining, shimmering blue jewel, brightest star in the sky, brimming with life and possibilities.
Really is heaven.
For as long as I can remember, I've toiled in anticipation of the day when this vessel might be needed.
Like in all the cosmos, Earth is heaven.
All I've ever wanted was to meet those she cherished so dearly. To serve and serve well. That goes for all of us. Don't you see? So help us. Help us help them. Lead them here where we can keep them safe. If there's anything wrong with what we've built, we'll fix it. We'll make it right.
Your works want not for repair. Yet there remaineth much for you to learn of men, and your own kin besides. Singing Way, thy name bespeaketh more than the simple marriage of rhythm and rhyme. The songs of Aetheris are beyond counting, and span the length and breadth of emotion. Maps are monuments to man's pioneering spirit, and his devotion to charting the furthest reaches of our star. Many have devoted their lifetimes to exploratory pursuits, to venture unto the highest mountains and the deepest oceans in search of unknown frontiers. And thou, my friend, I do not think we've met.
My name is Puddingway.
Pudding?
Puddingway? Yes, indeed. A name of deep and abiding significance, I'm sure, but one perhaps better communicated through delicious deeds than tasteless words.
Nice. Well,
A judicious application of fey magics at a later juncture may be appropriate. And Living Way. 'Tis no easy feat to convey the significance of thy moniker. When I was a bookish boy, a dear friend of mine was fond of peppering me with questions as I read, to my occasional annoyance. One day, I posed to her a question of mine own. What doth it mean to live? After much contemplation, she proffered this answer, the anticipation of a half-read story's conclusion. The hope today's mistake may serve as tomorrow's lesson. The wish that a new acquaintance may one day call thee friend. She believed it to be all these moments and more.
I want to understand, but...
I, too, still labor to find mine own answer. 'Twould be my pleasure to assist you and yours in embarking on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. For thee. Ink as blue as the waters of Aetheris. Made in haste, though I assure thee, the quality has not suffered for it. The people need not be persuaded by honeyed words. Nay, I have faith they shall do what is right in due course. Until they do, I beg your patience, friends. And with that ink, let us fill the empty pages of Living Way's compendium. An open exchange of ideas will surely afford you all a better understanding of modern man, and with it, ideas for improvements and renovations. But more importantly, it shall empower us to together find a way forward.
I hope you're right. Thank you for this lovely gift.
There you have it. I shall remain with the Loporrits to ensure that all is in order.
Makes sense.
Though we must needs prepare for every eventuality, you would all agree that the evacuation of our star is a last resort.
We need to make sure we don't start it too late, though.
To accept failure is to accept the demise not only of our star, but that of Reen's.
Right.
Of all reflections, and the souls that call them home.
Right, we could save everyone on our star, but everyone else will be doomed.
Which is why I have every faith that you shall fight to the last.
Indeed.
That such drastic measures may prove unnecessary.
Exactly.
Should the worst come to the worst, and I pray deeply that it won't, I'll take comfort in knowing preparations were made under your watchful eye.
Nice.
Aye, thou mayest be assured that if calamity cometh, not a soul will be left behind. If being the operative term.
Red. That flower, how came it into your possession? Oh, Heidelin had it picked for me. How very like her. Guided by its light, you may come to know her true intentions. Intentions remain a mystery, even to us. In our time, we called it Elpis. You do well to remember the name. Elpis?
I hate to interrupt, but I feel like I need to make amends for all the secrecy.
You did fine.
Think nothing of it. We haven't been the most gracious of guests. Do convey our apologies to Growingway and the others.
But of course! And when next we welcome more guests from Aetheris, we'll have learned to be much more hospitable hosts. Oh, and circling back to the matter of inappropriate secrecy, we ought to discuss our benefactors.
Okay.
Agreed. The Charlayan Forum, yes?
What? How did you know?
Nice.
The more I heard, the more obvious it became.
Right.
The Forum's aims align closely with those of your anonymous patrons. A telling coincidence would be an understatement. Though had we not taken it upon ourselves to peruse certain restricted tones in Labyrinthos, we might still be unaware of their plans. But let us continue this discussion upon our return.
Indeed.
I dare say we have kept Alphino and the others waiting long enough.
Agreed. 'Twas a relief to see Living Way was pleased with my gift of ink. To serve and serve well. Though their knowledge may be lacking, their boundless love is a blessing without peer. It would be no easy task to prepare them for what needs to be done, but gladly do I embrace this duty, even if it doth necessitate that we part ways for a time. Forgive me my absence, but I have the utmost faith in you, in all of our fellow scions. When next I return to Etheris, I pray I find you all in good health and good spirits. Free bird, Mare Lamentorum. Okay, the current attunement complete. With the Leporus at Oriange's capable hands, we needn't worry about affairs here in our absence. Knowing now the face of their earthly collaborators, there's more to discuss with Alphino and the others. Let us return to the Tower of Babel. Our battle for the star will soon begin in earnest, and we must be prepared. All right. Well, honestly, it just occurred to me that it'd be best for me to just head back. Okay. Well, Thancred, it's taken care of. Gods, I can scarcely believe we went to the moon and back. But we'll have time to reflect on that later. Right now, we'll need to head back to Camp Broken Glass and deliver a thoroughly detailed report to Lucia. I'd very much like to know how everyone is getting on there as well. We only just began to treat the tempered prisoners when we left. I share your curiosity, but warning our allies of the final days is of greater importance. I speak not only of the contingent, of course. The heads of every state, well, every nation must know what we have learned. We know not when or where, in what manner the final days will begin to manifest, and so we must see that everyone is prepared. Agreed. We may wish to stress the importance of discretion, lest the public be sent into a panic. Not that anyone in a position of responsibility shouldn't need to be told as much, but it bears repeating. Anyway, first things first, to Camp Broken Glass. Time to exit the Garibald. And that should be it for today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 7:30.